I've been diagnosed with clinical depression. This was years ago, of course. It's not there anymore. I work my way. Lot of stuff that I have experienced before I even turned. So it was actually his tarot deck that I started with.
Because you told that you had to face these kind of an issues when you were very early, but nobody believed in you, right? So because of your age or because you're a girl, whatever might be the reason.
You don't believe in black magic until it happens to you.
Hi, hello, namaste. I am Chaitra, the founder of Desi Udyoginis. And today we are joined by Mrudgandha, who is an energy healer, intuitive practitioner, and a teacher with nearly 2 decades of experience in healing. So her work combines modalities like tarot, Reiki, Nadi healing, and her own method of transcendental deep healing, and also cord cutting and RKA.
You and I'm so happy that you invited me here. It's really exciting to be on your podcast.
So long before cards became so popular, India had its own systems to understand. Like we have no Shastra that tell the about all these Shastras, and we also had the systems to understand patterns, energy, and destiny. So are these practices truly different, or just different expressions of the same human need to make sense of life? What is your say about this?
So I would actually say that it's somewhere in between.
Hmm.
In India, we always had astrology, numerology,
Yeah.
and there are actually a lot of other Vedic methods to understand the energy around us, to do something. If, say, for example, if you have some negative energy around you. Now, traditionally, you may also know this when we were kids or even before our generation, mothers, grandmothers, they all used to, when the say a child achieved something, they had
Yeah.
a very good day, or a lot of people praised a child. And when the
Hmm.
child came home, the mother or the grandmother, they would just take like chilies or something and they nazar utarna, they used
Correct.
to call it.
Correct. Correct.
Nazar utarna in the West is evil eye.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we call nazar lagna, in the West they call it evil eye.
Hmm. Hmm.
So energy always existed. Just the names given to it in India or elsewhere in the world, the names differ.
Correct. Correct.
But as for your questions, we yes, we have astrology, we have numerology, and all of that still exists. Rather, the West is also now picking up on Vedic astrology and numerology,
Yeah.
which earlier they used to have only their own Western methods, which
We
are
see
also
a
brilliant, no doubt.
yeah.
But the Indian methods go much deeper into the layers of human existence, or rather, the existence of the universe as a whole.
I think we see a lot of interchangeable kind of methodologies that has been adopted. Like as you just mentioned, they are started doing this Vedic and everything, and that is how I think we have adopted these Japanese or any kind of those technologies like tarot and everything. And evil eye was one thing because we like westernization. Indians are very uh, aspired to be that modern western kind of a thing, and so that is the reason probably they say it as an evil eye, and they feel it is really a good thing to use that evil eye rather than telling it as nazar utarna or nazar lagna, right? Yeah.
I mean, whatever works. My point is the concept is the same. You call it whatever you want, but evil eye is always evil eye, regardless of what happens, is the same.
Yeah.
Somebody, like, people look at you, people see you're beautiful, people see that you're successful, people get jealous sometimes that, oh
Mm.
my God, she has such a beautiful, like, her sari is beautiful, her hair is beautiful, she looks so
Mm.
amazing, she has a beautiful car, she has
Mm.
such a nice husband, they have such a good marriage, her kids are
Correct.
so her kids do so well, they're so polite, this, that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They So even when I don't want to feel jealous of it, I will,
Mm.
because you have
Mm.
something that I don't.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
human nature.
Correct, correct.
Everybody does this. It's not, nobody is going to like intentionally get jealous about what you have and they don't. If
Yeah.
you have something that I don't, I will get jealous. That's human nature.
Yeah. No, don't you feel that it's an instant reaction that you give
Yeah,
it to?
exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, so many
because
times you don't even understand that you are feeling jealous until days
hmm,
after you experience it, and you're like, oh my god, was I actually feeling jealous of this person?
correct, correct.
But then, was I feeling jealous of this person also comes if you put in the time and energy and effort to introspect
Hmm,
about how you feel about something,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
So, most of the times, this whole nazar concept or evil eye is very unintentional. The person जिसकी नजर लगी है or the person who cast that evil eye on you hasn't done it intentionally. It just
Hmm.
happened as a human
With
reaction.
that being said by you, should I tell that whatever the concepts are there with respect to Indian system or with respect to Western system, the concept behind it lies the same, only the names keep changing? Or is there any some additional features or some additional benefits that you get from practicing these tarot or whatever the modalities that you have been practicing?
See, there's a very basic difference between Indian divination. We commonly call it divination, whether it's astrology, numerology, tarot, pendulum dowsing, whatever you do. When you
Hmm.
use something to understand something that may or may not happen in the future, we call it divination.
Okay.
Now, astrology or numerology will give you like a very basic guideline for your entire life because it's
Hmm.
decided the minute you're born, right?
Hmm.
We make
Hmm.
the kundali and charts and everything out of your entire date of birth, time of birth, your exact place of birth.
Correct.
Even the numerology charts are made out of your date of birth,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
right? Now there are things like name numerology, like you make a change to the spelling of your name to maybe attract more success or luck or whatever opportunities, whatever.
Hmm.
Now these systems, the Indian Vedic systems that we have, they give you a guideline for your entire life
Hmm.
from the second you're born till whatever may be your last day on this earth.
Okay.
They tell you what kind of a person you will be, what kind of a person ideally that you are, what kind of problems you may face, what kind of situations you may go through, the
Hmm.
good things that may happen in your life. Now, the problem is these things are decided at birth because they're
Hmm.
based on your time and date of birth and your place and everything.
Okay.
What we see in life is, and I have seen so many cases of this,
Hmm.
somebody has a kundali or a patrika which says that they are supposed to be so rich.
Hmm. Hmm.
They are probably the next Ambani of the country, according
Yeah.
to their horoscope.
Correct.
But in reality, they are struggling so much with money. So many of these people are struggling with just like very basic needs: food, water, shelter, electricity. In today's time, electricity also is a basic need.
Yeah.
They are struggling so much with these things. So why is it the opposite? Because
Yeah.
your kundali says that you are supposed to be rich and you're not.
Hmm.
You could choose to keep believing that I'm going to be rich and make the best out of whatever situation you were in.
Hmm.
Or you could internalize that situation so much that eventually you start believing that you are unlucky. You start believing that you were meant to be poor. You start believing that you were never meant to be happy in your life.
Hmm.
And 99% of the times, it's not your fault when you believe that because you were in those kinds of situations. Anybody would think that way.
Okay.
But what do you choose to do with it? Do you keep believing it or do you try to find a way out of it?
Most of the thing, see, when you're educated and when you have somebody who can, inspire, motivate you on this particular thing, probably you will come out of it and you will try to figure it out what is going wrong in my life. But on the other side, people may go depressed, like people may feel that this is what it is and start believing that okay, this is my
When we
life.
say that if you are in such situations, you may just end up being depressed, and it's very natural to believe that you're supposed to be poor or you're not supposed to be happy and that kind of things. I
Hmm.
promise you, I know this. I'm not saying this, I'm not talking about this from a textbook. I have been depressed. I've been diagnosed with clinical depression. This was years ago, of course. It's not there anymore. I worked my way through it. There was a time when I was actually put on medication because of how severe the depression and the anxiety was. There is a lot of stuff that I have experienced before I even turned 12. I
Okay.
have suffered physical abuse within my family, sexual abuse within my family. I have suffered mental abuse within my family.
Hmm.
I promise you, there was a time when I started believing that I don't deserve to have anything good in my life. I don't deserve to be happy. Uh, there was a time I used to believe that this is my punishment for something that I have done wrong at some point.
Okay.
There was a time when I used to actually genuinely believe that all the problems in my family are because of me.
Hmm.
If I wouldn't have been born, these people wouldn't have faced any problems.
Hmm.
But then I started taking the medication, I started taking therapy. And but nobody takes kids seriously. I was 12.
Correct, correct.
Nobody even took me seriously when I told them that somebody did something wrong to me. I was
Hmm.
dismissed because kids are not taken seriously. For some reason in this country, kids are not taken seriously. I have personal issues with that. But anyway, I was not taken when seriously. You are in such a dark place in your life, and
Hmm.
you are in such horrible situations, it's up to you whether you want sometimes it's up to you whether you want to turn the light on or not. There's a light switch at the end of the road.
Hmm.
But do you want to keep pushing through that darkness?
Correct.
Now, I was a very curious child. Like, I was always curious about everything.
Hmm.
I used to watch my grandmother, like, she used to watch these TV shows that used to air at the time where there was a tarot reader. She used to wear those long purple robes and headgear, big
Hmm.
headgear, and she used to have big crystal balls and stuff on her table. And then she used to pull out some cards. She used to predict future. It fascinated me so much. I was like, I want to know what this is. I was very curious about it. My dad got home a deck of cards for himself. He's also a qualified therapist. He's actually a lawyer. He's an advocate who turned into a therapist. My mother comes from the finance industry. She turned into a therapist later. They came, so my dad got that deck of tarot cards, and I saw that he's doing something with it, but he's not using it very regularly. So one day I got the courage and I was like, "Can I try this?" He said, "Okay, try." So it was actually his tarot deck that I started with. And I was very young, so nobody wanted to teach me. And even if I wanted to learn, the courses were really expensive.
Hmm.
What you pay today for online courses,
Hmm.
I think online courses range anywhere between 8,000 and 25,000 these days.
Okay.
They used to charge 25, 30,000, 40,000 even for a 2-day workshop
Hmm.
back then. Even if I could have managed the money, which I couldn't have, we didn't have that kind of money at the time. But even if I could have managed the money, nobody wanted to teach a kid.
Okay.
They're like, you have to be grown up before you can learn this.
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe they were too worried that I'll not finish my education or something and whatever. But nobody was ready to teach me. So I went to the books, I started learning. What I found out was you are in very dark situations sometimes,
Hmm.
but there's always a reason. And the reason may not even be you.
Okay.
Sometimes you are born into a family who has a bunch of lessons to learn.
Hmm.
So they are struggling in their lives,
Hmm.
and they are being very obstinate about it. They don't want to learn it. So they are constantly like, the same kind of pattern is repeating in their lives for years, over and over and over and over again. And
Hmm.
you get stuck in that pattern because these people are your family. They're your parents, aunts, uncles, whatever, whoever you live with, or
Hmm.
whoever is in your immediate family. Even close relatives who, who come and go to your place regularly, who visit you regularly, who maybe call you or you talk to regularly. All of
Hmm.
these people have a part to play in our lives. They are struggling with something. You are stuck in
Sorry,
their patterns.
sorry for interrupting. But because you mentioned about this series of things that keeps happening in your family, because even they are, had the experiences or something like that. Can we, relate this to karma? Is that really what is called as karma? That is, you people revisiting it again and again in the same, a loop or in the same thing, or is it carried forward? And uh, I don't know if I'm right or wrong. Just shower some light on this also.
So, no, what I said and karma, they are two different things. Karma
Okay.
is basically an accumulation of everything that you have ever done over however many lifetimes you may have existed in. If,
Hmm.
like, in Indian culture, we believe in rebirth, reincarnation.
Yes. Yes.
And rather, even Western people believe in this.
Hmm.
There is a concept known as Akashic Records also, which is very popular on social media these days. A lot of people are offering Akashic Record readings. So, your Akashic Record is basically a book which has a collection of everything you have done right from your inception as a soul till wherever you are today.
Okay. So does it
That
also
is
has
your
this
karma.
past janmas also?
Yes, everything.
Okay.
That is the karma. What
Hmm.
I'm saying, the repeating cycles you're going through,
Hmm.
is an opportunity to heal, to fix
Okay.
that, to break that cycle, to move, to start a new cycle, a healthier cycle.
Okay.
The problem is, most people don't realize that they are stuck in a loop until something goes very, very wrong with their health or with somebody in the family, or,
Hmm.
they suddenly lose their job, they suddenly stop earning any amount of money. Until something so severe happens, most people don't realize that they are living in a loop.
Yeah. It is very common. Don't you feel that it is very common that, until and unless you go through a very serious problem or serious illness, you will not realize what is, going wrong with yourself or with the family or the system or the environment around. Okay. And then you'll start figuring out, okay, what has really happened, or what is the way forward, or what is the solution for this.
Right. So this is where your previous question also connects. When you are in that loop and you hit rock bottom, everything
Hmm.
suddenly goes wrong and you're absolutely at the rock bottom.
Hmm. Hmm.
You start noticing what was going wrong for so long.
Yeah.
You start noticing the patterns. You start noticing the loops. You start noticing the belief systems that people are pushing onto you, because
Hmm.
you are in at such a low point in your life, and then somebody comes in, they tell you, अरे कुछ नहीं होता है, हो जाएगा. And
Hmm.
you're like, मजाक है, हो जाएगा, ऐसे कैसे हो जाएगा, नहीं होता है. It doesn't work like that, because you are so low, you are frustrated. You stop taking people at face value. You stop believing everything everybody says.
Correct.
That is
Very
actually your point
valid.
of healing.
Yeah.
That is where you have that choice.
Hmm.
When I was at my rock bottom, first of all, nobody knew what went wrong with me.
Hmm.
So I did not believe anything they said about my life. I'm like, you don't know what happened. You don't want to listen to me. You don't want to believe me. Stop telling me bullshit. I
Hmm.
don't want to listen to you. Say you fell down. You were
Hmm.
walking on the street and you fell down. You won't notice that you are hurting somewhere until maybe a day or two later.
Okay.
It takes 12 to 48 hours for your body also to register pain sometimes, because the impact is so severe that if you
Mm,
register pain in that moment, you may not survive it.
correct. Hmm.
This is your survival mechanism that every human has by default.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same thing with mental or emotional pain as well. If
Okay.
you are in a very traumatic situation,
Hmm.
you will not process it, you will not even understand what's happening
Hmm.
until years later when you are in a safe environment.
Correct. Yeah.
I did not feel safe for a very long time.
Hmm.
I am blessed to have found a partner with whom I feel very safe.
Hmm.
When I started feeling safe around this person, I actually started hurting more, because
Hurting
all the
yourself.
pain of, yeah, because all the pain that I had stored over all these years, these 20, 25, 28 years, whatever, however long it was before I met him, all the pain I had stored in my physical body, in my mind, in my energy field, everywhere, all of that pain started showing up because I was finally safe, and I was finally in a place where I wasn't being judged for feeling pain.
Hmm.
Nobody was telling me, why you crying, don't cry. Crying
Yeah.
is weakness. Crying is not a sign of weakness. That's the worst thing we've been told
Yeah.
since we were kids.
Yeah.
In this family, and you are not feeling or expressing anything, or if you're feeling it and expressing it, but you are not allowed to leave the family or do your own thing, that is what actually changes who you are as a person.
Hmm. Hmm.
it,
Hmm.
it I mean, it doesn't change who you are as a person, but it numbs you, it dims your light, it adds layers onto your personality that are not even yours. Which
Correct.
is why when your astrology report says you're supposed to be rich, but in real life you are not rich, because you are under this whole mountain of other layers which are not even yours.
Hmm. But you are still carrying it on your
You're still
shoulders.
carrying it on your shoulders because you don't know that you're allowed to put it down. You don't
Hmm.
know that you're allowed to heal from all this.
Hmm.
Whether you're a man or a woman doesn't matter. As a
Correct.
society, we are taught this is what it is. It is what it is, and you have to accept everything.
Hmm.
We are taught not to question anything that is wrong in our lives, that we think that this is wrong. We think that we should be happy, but we are not. Something is wrong with me if I'm not happy. But you're
Hmm.
not even allowed to say that. People will just come and they'll say everybody gets sad. There's nothing, there's no need to make a fuss about it. There's nothing
Correct.
wrong with this.
Correct.
Move on. You can't move on until you have actually experienced how you feel. In psychology, we always say that anger is a secondary emotion.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you are angry, that means you are either sad or you're hurting. You feel betrayed, you feel guilty, you feel ashamed. There are a whole lot of emotions that you may be feeling, but you
Hmm.
only express it as anger.
Anger.
Why do you express it only as anger? Because that's the only thing you know.
Yeah.
Even as women, we have seen the men in our families be angry. We have seen the women also in our families be angry.
Hmm. Hmm.
In very few families do we see expressions of love. Very few families will have expressions of sorrow.
Hmm.
Very few families will actually tell you it's okay if you're hurting, cry, it's fine.
Hmm.
But nobody is going to stop you from being angry. They'll just say anger is not good, but then they'll say इसको तो गुस्सा आता ही है, it's okay. They'll
Correct.
normalize it and rebuke it at the same time. As a healer, even I will say this: anger is not healthy. But I'm not saying you shouldn't feel angry. I'm saying it's not healthy because it's masking your actual feeling.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you're angry, fine. Be angry. Sit with that anger. Understand what is making you angry.
Correct.
Anger management is not channeling your angry energy into something creative. Anger
Hmm.
management, I don't know if that's what they teach in anger management. I am not aware of it. But what I teach my clients is if you are angry,
Hmm.
take a pillow, throw it around the room.
Hmm.
Get it out of your body. Physically get it out of your body. Make sure nobody else is in the room. Don't hit other people.
Don't hurt others
Don't
in
break
the
things.
process
Don't
of
hurt other
taking your
people.
anger out.
Huh. Find a corner. Find a room that has a door at which you can lock. Throw a pillow around. Get it out of your physical body. Usually, you won't even have to force it. Usually, by the end of this whole pillow throwing or punching the pillow, or for women, sometimes I also suggest punching a soft toy, or you play a sport,
Hmm.
go swimming, go to the gym, whatever it is that you do. Any physical activity that will burn that energy of anger out of your body, do that.
Okay.
Towards the end of this activity, you will naturally come to a point where you start either crying, or you start feeling better, or you start really thinking about what happened,
Hmm.
and you realize that I'm feeling guilty about something, I'm feeling ashamed of something, something that somebody in the family or a friend or a colleague or somebody did embarrassed me a lot. I felt humiliated or insulted.
Hmm. Hmm.
uh, Somebody broke my trust.
Hmm.
My heart is broken
Yeah.
because the one person I trusted chose to break that trust.
Correct.
You will come to that feeling naturally because that is how your body works. Anger is your defense mechanism.
Hmm.
Your anger, if you actually take it out of your body, your anger will automatically lead you to what is really wrong with you.
Hmm. You know, there is a modern concept to this, like what you just told me, ki throwing pillows around or, punching your soft toys and all. There was a entrepreneur who appeared on Shark Tank also, who has brought this concept of,
Rage rooms.
he has set up a room where you can just throw things away, just do whatever you want, punch or break the things or do whatever. And recently when I was seeing a show on Prime, Aspirants, so even a part of it also showcased that this kyuki those three friends, they had some misunderstandings between them. So one of the friends had called the other two friends to this range rooms so that they will take out their angries on what they had carried to each other. And yeah, that's the modern concept that people are normalizing it in a way that it's okay to be angry, and this is what we have brought a solution, and that's a entrepreneurial solution these days. Is it
But it's such a brilliant solution, I tell you,
yeah,
because
isn't it
like
amazing?
not everybody has access to a swimming pool or a gym or a sports club.
Correct.
I don't. I have it now, but I didn't back then. If I
Hmm.
had a rage room when I was going through a lot of shit in my life, and this was not just once. The one thing I told you about is okay, but there were a bunch of other times also. I also
Correct.
kept repeating patterns until I recognized them and broke them. No
Hmm.
healer is also perfect. Healers also have their own issues, and they also have their own therapists and healers that they go
Yeah.
to deal with these issues.
What I was about to ask is, because you started with explaining your own experience, that you what you felt. So sorry for that, first of all. And the second thing is, see, because you told that you had to face these kind of an issues when you were very early, like when you were very young, at a very early stage. So you told you also tried to figure it out, but nobody believed in you, right? So because of your age or because you're a girl, whatever might be the reason, at what time did you really realize tarot or healing or all these modalities, whatever that you have been practicing, is the solution? And how did you find out this at that early stage of your life?
Honestly, I did not. At that stage, I did not. It took me a very long time.
Okay.
I started all of these things because, like I said, I got curious. Over
Hmm.
time, it became an escape mechanism.
Hmm. Hmm.
I was
Hmm.
not healing anything, I was escaping it. I was trying to find answers to questions which Nobody should have touched. Whatever happened, happened. Leave it in the past. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm not saying don't understand why it happened. Rather, I'm actively saying go ahead, understand why it happened. But I was asking stupid questions like, why does X person not love me? Which is not my problem, it's their problem. If they don't like me, they don't like me.
Correct.
That shouldn't define who I am. But I was a kid, I was a teenager. I
Yeah.
allowed all those things to define me. But eventually, so at some point, I was 13 when I started practicing tarot.
Hmm.
A few couple of years later, maybe when I was 15 or 16, I guess. 15, I think. No, this was around a year after that. I don't have the exact timeline anyway. But so my parents came home from some therapy related, some event that they had been to. They got crystals with them, the things that I'm wearing now, these things.
Okay.
They got crystals home with them. And my father was like, these things can help you come out of your problems. They can help you feel better. I know you've
Hmm.
not been feeling very good. I see that you've been very sad these days
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you're not talking to me about it. It's okay. You don't want to talk to me, fine. But these things can help you feel better. I was like, I picked it up. Hey, इससे कुछ नहीं होता है. This doesn't work. And I literally
Hmm.
just gave it back to him and I was like, nah, none of this, it doesn't work.
Hmm.
Because I have always been skeptical. I'm still skeptical. I've been doing this for 18 years and I'm still skeptical. If you come and tell me this, there is a new concept and it helps you with so and so, I'll be like, I'll think about it.
Hmm.
I have learned to be polite and not outright say that this doesn't work. I'm not a child anymore, but then I am still very skeptical.
Okay.
But then again, like with tarot, I got curious. I said, if he's saying it helps people, does it really help people? Then I used to go to crossword at the time. I used to read a lot. I still do.
Hmm.
I used to go to crossword at that time. They had this system where you could just pick any book, you could sit in the shop and you could read.
Yeah.
They allowed that at the time. I went there, I picked up books related to crystals. I sat in the
Okay.
shop for hours. I would go there every day for hours. I'd sit, I'd read about those books. The shopkeepers also knew me. There's this child, she comes, she does this, and she goes.
Hmm.
And then I started seeing some logic to it. Like, why does crystal healing work? How does crystal healing work? How do crystals actually affect your energy physically? Like, so many people say that crystals are a placebo effect.
Yeah.
Now there is actual scientific proof, uh, which, like, there is a specific type of camera that you use for this.
Hmm.
If you click a picture of yourself before and after, say, holding a crystal in your hand,
Hmm.
it can actually show a difference in the colors and patterns of energy in your before and after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The first crystal I had was an amethyst. Let me see. How can this secure? You see this? The purple one?
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's beautiful. I like purple.
thank you. Yeah, I started because I like purple. I picked it up because I like purple. So I started with an amethyst something. I had a pendant, I think, or a ring, I'm not sure. It wasn't this. This I made very later in life. I make these things now. I was too
Hmm.
young for any of it, right? So they got me something. I started working with it, like how you're supposed to. It's not, you don't just wear crystals and you forget it. You actually have to do the work. You hold it, you sort of meditate with it, or you sit with it and see how the energy feels. You sit with a crystal or you meditate with it, it is going to bring up a lot of stuff that has happened to you.
Okay.
So then you use other tools that are commonly used in therapy also. They are used in life coaching also.
Hmm.
uh, you use, and they're very basic, like journaling. So you sit with a crystal, you meditate, there are things that come to your mind. After that you start writing it out.
Okay. Because you started about crystals, so I am now curious to know what really crystals do to a human being who is suffering from whatever the problems they have in their lives, because even I was introduced to all these things from my friend. You know some history of it already.
Good.
So So even she was doing this crystals, and very in a very curious, in a kind of a child's curious thing. So I bumped on her and I asked, what is it you really doing with this white marble stone or something like that. So she said that, see, I'm sending energy, I'm energizing it, so that it will come back to me and create a positive vibes around me. And she always used to emphasize on this word, that is positivity. So, and also, positive vibrations, or a positive atmosphere. And also, can we relate this to manifestation, or is manifestation different? Could you please
Manifestation
answer
is a
to
whole
this?
whole thing in itself, like astrology or tarot or crystals. These are all individual modalities that you work with. But
Okay.
yes, we can manifest with crystals also. Like, for example, this is a citrine bracelet that I have here, or even this thing that I'm wearing. It's called a pyrite.
Pyrite.
These things help you with manifestation, especially with manifesting money.
Okay.
Now I'll answer your first question.
Yes.
What do crystals actually do to you as a human being?
Correct. Correct.
Because unless you understand what they do to you and how they work, you will not be able to manifest anything.
Correct.
Okay, so
Very
the
eager to
base
know about it.
the basic theory here is that everything has a vibration and a frequency. This is
Okay.
physics. This is not even spirituality or anything. This is physics.
Hmm.
Everything has a certain frequency to it. Everything has a certain vibration to it. Atoms come together, form a shape. They look like a certain thing. Like if I'm holding a glass of water, it looks like a glass and water because certain atoms, molecules, they come together, they hold the shape.
Okay.
Right? You heat sand, you heat whatever it is to form a glass. Heat
Exactly.
creates another reaction in the material that you use, which helps you bind it into a specific shape.
Hmm. Hmm.
When they come together and they stick together, they move at a certain frequency. Like how we used to have radio waves earlier.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, that is nothing but frequency. You can't see radio waves. You can't see
Correct.
how sound is transmitted from one place to another.
Another.
But
Yeah.
it is transmitted. How is it
Yes.
transmitted? Through waves, through sound waves.
Hmm.
What are these sound waves? They are audio frequencies, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Like that, everything has a frequency. Nothing, the world can't exist without frequencies,
Correct.
right? With and all your states of being, states of matter, have a certain frequency to them. Liquids, gaseous, solid, everything has a frequency to it. Similarly, humans also have frequencies. So these vibrations also have their own frequencies.
Okay.
Like a sound wave vibrates at a certain frequency, no?
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, so vibration, if you call, अगर vibration को हम energy बुलाते हैं,
Hmm.
then your energy is a certain way. Like either you have a positive energy, you have very heavy energy, you have a very angry energy,
Hmm.
or maybe you have a very dense, dark, negative energy.
Hmm.
You know how you go to some spiritual place, religious places, and you suddenly get a headache
Hmm. Really?
if it's a very popular place.
Okay.
If there are a lot of people who go there, you'll suddenly get a headache. Or forget religious places. If you meet somebody, you meet a person,
Hmm.
sometimes you get very excited that you met this person, and then you
Hmm.
you leave feeling very good after that.
Correct.
Some people you meet, you leave feeling very drained, irritated. I just
Exactly.
want to go home and sleep.
Exactly.
है ना? That happens because the other person has a very either a very good energy, positive, happy, light energy, or a negative, angry, frustrated, dense, dark, heavy, whatever, that kind of an energy.
Hmm.
So all energy vibrates at a certain frequency, moves at a
Okay.
certain frequency. This frequency decides how you feel in your physical body also, and mentally also, and emotionally also.
Hmm.
The mind body connection is not even new at this point.
Hmm.
Psychologists have been exploring it through psychosomatic therapy for decades now. Hypnotherapists have been exploring it. Even medicine, physical medicine, medical sciences have been exploring it.
Hmm.
The mind body connection is not new. We very recently discovered the heart brain axis, the gut brain axis.
Okay.
It's not new.
It's
It's
already
just being
existing.
discovered now.
Yeah.
You know, we say we discovered it. We didn't invent it. We didn't
Invented it. Yeah.
create it. We
Yeah.
discovered it. It always existed.
Yeah.
The same way your mind and body connection has also always existed.
Hmm.
Some people may or may not believe in it because they think it's not scientific. The term
Hmm.
that is used for these things is metaphysics. It is metaphysics. Meta is beyond.
Physics.
So
Hmm.
beyond physics, it is physics. You experiment with it long enough, you can put it into scientific terms also,
Okay.
which is how scientists have put energy and vibrations into frequency. Anger has a certain frequency, hatred has a frequency, jealousy, guilt, shame, sadness, all of these things have a frequency. Now these frequencies are low. There are higher frequencies which would include feeling joyful, feeling peaceful, feeling happy,
Hmm.
love,
Hmm.
kindness, compassion,
Hmm.
empathy.
Hmm.
All of these have much higher vibrations.
Okay.
I forget the name of this thing. I'm very bad with names. I'm so sorry. But there is a scale on which all these frequencies are given.
Okay.
Like, say, if you vibrate at 432 hertz, then you're vibrating at a love frequency,
Hmm.
like that. So all frequencies are mapped, and all your emotions are mapped to these frequencies.
Okay.
The crystals that we have now, for example, this is a rose quartz, the pink one.
Hmm.
These are tiger's eye crystals in different colors. This is a pyrite. This is another one. I have a bunch of stuff around me. Like I keep this on my desk. This is a
Hmm.
fluorite. It looks like amethyst, but it's not. This thing is supposed to light up. I don't know if it can. Anyway, but
Yeah,
this is
it
a
is.
crystal.
Yeah.
Now, these things, all these crystals, have their own vibrations.
Hmm. Hmm.
Most of these vibrations are much higher, frequencies are much higher than any human frequency.
Okay.
Why
Hmm.
is it higher? Because crystals have been a part of the earth for millennia.
Hmm.
They are being discovered now over the last few decades, maybe, or a century, maybe. But they are
Hmm.
not new. They have been there ever since earth has been there.
Hmm.
Where do you find crystals? You mine them, like you mine gold or you mine
Correct.
diamonds.
Correct. Yeah.
Same way, you mine crystals also.
Hmm.
So we actually say that crystals have their own wisdom also.
Hmm.
And because they vibrate, so you are here. Your frequency is here. The crystal's frequency is here.
Hmm.
Now what happens is you can't pull this down. This is too strong for you to pull down.
Hmm.
But this can pull you up.
And does all the crystals have so much of high frequencies within them?
Yes.
All
Rather,
the.
within crystals also there are categories. Some will be here, some will be here, some will be here.
Okay.
Crystals also have categories within them. Some, not all crystals vibrate at the same frequency,
Okay. Okay.
which is why different crystals serve different purposes.
Different purposes. Yeah, I was about to tell that. Key because
Exactly.
for money they wear some different kind of a crystal. For love relationship there is some
Exactly.
other kind of crystal. So yeah. So the
Now
even the
what happens
crystals
with
have varied frequencies within them.
exactly. And now
Hmm.
what happens with crystal healing is so you also mix a little bit of color therapy into that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like we say that yellow is for the solar plexus chakra, which is right below your diaphragm.
Hmm.
So that is something which helps you manifest money, is what is said in color therapy. That yellow
O-
can help you or green can help you because it is green is again your heart chakra. It's here,
Okay.
right here in the center of your chest.
Okay.
Now that is why for like for healing your any love related issues, whether it is your romantic relationship, family relationships, problems between business partners also. There's,
Hmm.
or if you want harmony in your house,
Hmm.
you will use a lot of pink or green stones which have to do with your heart chakra.
Okay.
Like the rose quartz I'm wearing is pink,
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
or this tree that I have, this is green. You know,
Yeah.
so these are all related to the heart chakra. You will use these when you want to manifest, when you want to bring in love or harmony or peace into a situation.
I've seen such trees, people keep gifting such trees very usually, right?
Not all of those are also authentic. There's a lot of
Yeah,
fake stuff going around these days.
yes, yes, I do agree. And how do you, differentiate which is true crystal or which is fake crystal? Is there anything that, by seeing it, can we tell that this is, fake and this is true?
They really look real. You go to
Exactly.
buy clear quartz,
That's my
it is
question.
going to be glass and it will look like clear quartz still.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't tell by just looking at it, but if you are sensitive to energies, you
Hmm.
can tell by feeling the energy in your hand.
Hmm.
Because, like I said, crystals have their own vibrations. You are here, the crystal is here.
What to do to connect with the crystals or match the frequencies of the crystals? Is it through meditation that you do these matchings?
Meditation is one of the ways, but again, like I said, the crystal has its energy. It's your job to match that energy, right? The crystal will pull you.
Hmm.
You have to be you have to allow the crystal to pull you.
Okay.
So you do this by it through a bunch of ways. You do it through meditation. You use journaling to write about everything that comes up in healing. Like when we say comes up in healing, what I mean is, like we were talking earlier, that there are a lot of emotions there's a lot of trauma and stuff that has happened to you, but you did not feel anything in that moment at that time.
Correct.
Maybe you've not felt anything for years about it.
Hmm.
When you start working with a crystal, the
Hmm.
crystal starts taking off your layers one by one.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So layer by layer, all these feelings, all these experiences will come back. You'll start remembering things again.
Hmm.
Now, if you remember something bad that happened to you, you can't keep it in your head. That's not helping.
Correct.
And meditation is not going to make that go away.
Yeah.
So what do, you start writing about it, or you go talk to your therapist about it.
Okay.
And you may have a counselor, psychological counselor, you may have a hypnotherapist, you may have an energy healer like myself, you may
Hmm.
have a life coach that you work with, you may have a psychiatrist that you work with.
Hmm.
Many of us, all of these people, now I don't know about counselors and psychiatrists, but the other category that I said, life coaches, hypnotherapists, energy
Hmm.
healers, people, we usually use a mix of everything that we know. So we also understand psychology. Not all of us, but many of us do.
Okay.
Like I have graduated in psychology.
Hmm.
So, like I didn't graduate and I couldn't actually complete my education, but I did study till my final year. As a tarot reader, if I say that, you need therapy. If you came to me for a tarot reading and I say you need therapy, you will listen to me.
Correct.
Versus as a tarot reader, if I say everything is fine, you don't need any help, you will listen to me.
Hmm.
Whatever I say, you will listen to me because people put their faith in you as a tarot reader, astrologer, healer, therapist, anything. People will listen to every word you say.
Okay.
Don't guide them in the wrong direction. A lot of people don't understand the level of responsibility that comes with this profession. There are so many healers and divinators out there who don't understand anything about psychology or the human body. Unfortunately, I have actually encountered people in the industry who would tell you you don't even need a doctor, this can be fixed with healing. But you
Hmm.
can't. If it is a physical ailment, if somebody has a cardiac issue, I can't fix it. A cardiologist or a cardiac surgeon can.
Hmm.
Then they're supposed to go to the cardiologist. I can't fix something that I don't understand.
Correct, exactly. That was a very valid point. And going back to these crystals, because I'm very stuck with this crystal concept. Um, uh, for an example, if I get a crystal today, okay, and I want to practice something around it, or I have taken it for some purpose, okay, to be myself stronger or get some money or whatever it might be. For some reasons or for some purpose, I've taken it. So, what tips would you give to, a layman like me who doesn't know anything A to Z or A or B of this whole idea of tarot or concepts like this? What is the tip that you want to give? Is it really easy to practice it alone, or should we really want some healer like you or a Reiki tarot reader over there? Should we really want to have their guidance, or is it okay to practice it alone? Or what is that, some tips to the audience for the
As
layman
someone
terms to understand.
as someone who started practicing alone, please find a qualified, experienced healer or therapist to work with, because, like I said, crystals will bring up a lot of stuff for healing. Tarot reading can give you, like, my readings run long. Usually, people have maybe 30-minute readings, 45-minute readings, whatever. My
Hmm.
readings tend to run long because I go very deep into it.
Okay.
Now, if I am going very deep into a tarot reading, and I tell you that so and so thing happened with you, or somebody that we are talking about in your life, and I tell you that you need to fix this by doing so and so,
Hmm.
I should also tell you how you can do so and so.
Correct.
Please work with an experienced healer or a therapist, or even for tarot or other divination. Please work with somebody who has a lot of experience. I'm not saying the new people don't know anything, they do. But if you are really, really serious about your healing, find somebody that you're very comfortable with. Find somebody who's not going to judge you for your problems.
Hmm.
There are a lot of judgmental people in this industry, unfortunately. We are not supposed to be judgmental because nobody is perfect. Everybody has problems. And this is something I want to say to all the upcoming healers or divinators also. You are becoming a tarot reader or a healer because you are going through some bullshit
Correct.
and you want to help yourself, and in the process you want to help others.
Hmm.
Please take that responsibility seriously and do not judge people for having problems.
Yeah, I totally agree with this. One of my friends who had this black magic around her. Somebody who, even today in India, in the village side, if you go, there are a lot of black magics that keep happening. I don't know how much it is relevant or relatable to tarot reading, or
It is.
or to all these things. But yes, she had told me the whole story of how black magic had been, how she had experienced black magic, and due to that she started learning about healing and Reiki and everything. So there was a
Exactly.
problem, and to find a solution to that, she started learning all these things. So is it that very relevant, and what is your say on black magic altogether?
You don't believe in black magic until it happens to you.
Totally. Even when my friend told that she had experienced this black magic, initially I was like, sach mein?
Yeah. Such way.
Truly, does it still happen? I've seen in movies, I've seen in some
Oh, I
series or something
promise
like
you,
that.
this is not just in the villages, this happens in cities too.
Hmm.
Happened with my family, happened with me.
Is it also kind of a secondary reaction, like what the angriness?
Black magic
Be-
is not a reaction. It's something that somebody intentionally does to make you fail or to make you suffer.
Yeah, because they don't like the person going up, or achieving something or in their lives,
See,
or
this again brings me back to the thing I said about evil eye. Evil eye,
correct.
when you are affected by evil eye, it's because the person doesn't even know they felt that way about it.
Correct.
Black magic is very, very, very intentional. If I am some, I don't do it.
It's
I
to
would
the
never do it.
point hurting to the particular person.
No, that's that. I'm saying it runs very deep.
Mm.
So, say I have a problem with you. I don't.
Mm.
This is an example. Please take it at
Yeah.
face value.
Hey, we are very good friends, dear audience.
We are really good friends, and I absolutely adore this woman. I have no issues with her,
Yeah.
and I absolutely adore the work that she's doing. So please take this
Thank
at
you.
face value. It is an example.
Yes,
uh, if say, for example, if I have an issue with you,
correct.
and that issue may be very random, very minor also,
Mm.
but in my head, it's a very big deal,
Big, yeah.
and I have decided that I want this person to suffer.
Mm.
There will be somebody
Mm.
that I can find, even if I don't know how to do it. I can find people who promise me that you pay me X amount of money or you do XYZ thing for me, and I will make this person suffer and I will give all their success to you.
Okay.
I go to this person, I do whatever they want, the money or whatever service they ask for. They intentionally
Mm.
cast black magic on you. That can be done through many ways:
Mm.
spells, black magic rituals. There are a lot of things that these people do.
Mm.
I believe me, we don't even want to know about all the stuff they do.
Correct.
When this person does that to you,
Mm.
now either you will directly suffer losses in your business,
Okay.
or they will cast this black magic thing on somebody who is so important to you in your life that if something happened to this person, you would collapse.
Mm. There are repercussions that
Re-
is happening.
The goal is to make you suffer, the goal is to make
Yeah.
you collapse.
Yeah.
Now, if you are a very strong person,
They are
like my father
collapsing
is a
the
very
whole
strong
system
person.
altogether.
Now, my father is a very strong person. He's not going to collapse by anything. If
Mm.
somebody wants to make him suffer,
Mm.
the only way they can do that is by making his wife and daughter suffer.
Okay.
And they've done that,
Mm.
right? So that is how it happens. If now you have a family, if your family is everything to you, I won't do anything to you. I will do something to your family.
Hmm.
When
It's
your family
indirectly
suffers, you
hurting
also
you.
suffer.
Yeah, yeah.
It's directly hurting you because that is the only thing that can hurt you.
Yeah, yeah, I mean to say that it is directly hurting me, but in an indirect process of, targeting me.
Unfortunately, and this is a thing with uh, strong people. If you are a very strong person and the only thing that can actually hurt you is if your family is hurting, people will target this whole stuff at your family.
Hmm.
You will suffer, but your family also suffers so badly. Like if
Correct.
people have kids, the kids will start falling very sick. The kids will
Yeah.
start failing in their studies,
Hmm.
or if they don't have kids but they have parents, the parents may get into an accident. The parents may incur severe losses in their business or work or whatever it is they do, or they may get like really bad health issues like heart issues, cancer. That kind of stuff also happens.
Exactly.
I'm
My
not saying
friend
cancer is
was.
caused by black magic, but I'm saying people can do things that can lead you to getting cancer. Like, say, for example, if somebody casts black magic on you for no reason, randomly, you may start smoking, you may start drinking,
Hmm.
you may start engaging in habits that will eventually lead to your cancer or liver failure or heart failure.
Hmm.
It doesn't directly give you a physical health issue, but it will make you do things in such a way that you will eventually you will go to that only.
And does really Reiki on healing or tarot, whatever these things are there? So does they really have a solution to this for the black magic?
So there are few different ways that you can deal with this. But
Mm,
tarot doesn't have anything to do with this because tarot is a method of divination. It's not a like it can tell you what you need to heal, but it's not going to directly heal you.
correct.
But there are practices like cord cutting or
Hmm.
practices like nadi healing which can protect you. Cord cutting can get rid of evil eye very fast. I've seen like results in a week or maybe less than a month also, depending on how intense the situation is, of course. Nadi healing helps you
In
stay
two
protected.
lines, can you describe what is cord cutting is? Because I as a layman, I don't know about it, and it can be beneficial to the audience as well to know what really cord cutting means.
Sure. So cord cutting is basically, let's do a very quick exercise. I'll
Chalo,
help. I'll have you experience what it is.
chalo, I am ready.
Now, how I don't know if you have personally experienced any kind of energy healing.
No, never.
So, but I do know that you're curious about it.
Yeah, very, very
Now,
much.
this is a very quick exercise that even our audience can do.
Okay,
Okay, if they have not felt energy or they don't know how it works, they can do this.
okay,
Okay, so first thing we do, because you've never felt energy, your chakras, your hands are not activated, we'll first activate your hands. Okay, what we
okay.
do is we clap really hard
Hmm.
and then we rub very fast. Okay,
Clap really hard only one time.
yes, once.
Okay.
I'll show
Hmm.
you the whole thing, then we'll do it together.
Okay.
Works? Okay,
Yes.
so what you'll do is you clap really hard, rub your palms very vigorously, then
Hmm.
you separate them, and then you start bringing them together until you start feeling resistance between both your palms.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's do it. Let's
Yes.
do it with me.
Yes.
Okay. Separate, start bringing them closer and closer and closer until you feel resistance. The resistance can be very small also. You can bring them closer. It can be this close also initially if your hands are not activated.
Okay, I can feel a resistance here.
Okay, now start moving the hands apart and push back like this.
Oh my God, I can really feel the resistance here.
So now what we are doing is we are expanding this ball of light, this ball of energy. We're making it bigger. So pull it and push it. Pull it, push it. Eventually it will become pretty big. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Not so fast. Don't pull it so fast. Like if your energy circle is here, if you can feel it here, move it a little bit, bring it back. Move it a little bit, bring it back. Can you feel that?
Is there, should I feel some heat between? I don't know.
You can feel heat, you can feel tingling, whatever. You will feel something. You felt the energy, right?
Yeah, yeah. I can
Okay.
feel some heat in between.
Okay. Now, what you can do is move your hands very slowly like this. So you will feel the energy also moving with it. If it starts going away, bring your hands closer again.
Yeah.
है ना?
Mm.
Okay. So this is energy. This is your own energy. This has nothing to do with anybody else.
Okay.
This is your own energy. Now, what happens is,
Mm.
say you and I are talking now.
Mm.
Your energy and my energy
Mm.
get connected.
How?
Energy because we are talking to each other, we are interacting. So this happens
Okay.
when, regardless of whether we are interacting online or whether we are physically in the same space,
Hmm.
our energies get connected.
Okay.
There will always form something we call a cord. It's like a thread or a tube
Hmm.
that goes from your body to the other person's body.
Hmm.
It can be anywhere on your body.
Hmm.
This cord
Hmm.
causes energy transfer.
Hmm.
I sense your energies, you sense my energies. You may not notice them consciously because if it's not your profession, you're not used to noticing them.
Correct.
But the energy transfer happens regardless.
Okay.
When I pick up your energies and you pick up my energies, what happens? How do humans function? We function on energy.
Yes.
I pick up yours, I start functioning on your energy. I will start facing the same problems that you are facing.
Is it like instantly that you are getting to know what I am facing right now, or is it,
I may not even understand what you're facing, but
but you
the
are,
same problem starts showing up in my life, and it has no logical reason to it.
you tend to, have the same behavioral structure or problems?
No, I'm saying no. The behavior is still you are still you. You don't
Yeah,
change who you are as a person. But
correct.
what happens is, say for example, we connected now, and say if you have, I hope you don't, touch wood, but for example, let's say you have money problems,
Hmm.
and I don't have money problems.
Okay.
Our energies mix.
Hmm.
Your money situation gets better because I don't have money problems, and you have my energies in your system.
Okay.
My money situation gets worse because I picked up your energy. I'm functioning on your money problems.
Why isn't it the other way? Because, see, for
It is the
example,
other way. Your money problem gets better.
okay, it is opposite. That
It is
is
both ways.
okay.
I have a lot of money, you
Because
don't
now
have
our
money.
energy has been intermixed, okay,
Exactly.
so you have good financial no stable, and I do not have. Now after we come together and we experience this energy exchange, that is there is an exchange of energy as well, that I being very financially stable now and you not being the same. is
Yes.
that is that what you are
Yes.
trying to tell?